don't know why I wanted to start the video like this. Welcome back to the R34 build. This is like the third intro I've recorded for this video. Every time I record an intro, my thoughts are all over the place. This entire video is like a week and a half's worth of like clips of me doing stuff because I didn't do everything in one day. Right here one night I decided to finally take off that smashed windshield. I would have to remove it anyway sooner or later. Back there, if you guys remember the glass, how broken it was around the edge, I finally cut all of that out. It was really a pain to do. You remember that all the dents on the roof, well, those are still primarily there. Now, I'm not really sure even what to talk about first. As you guys probably saw in my last video, really weird because I thought this video would be up first, but I got an R32 GTR, woohoo, haha, foo-foo, GG, whatever. I took it to the canyon yesterday. Seriously, an awesome car. Actually gives me so much motivation to finish this. Although the R32 GTR is probably going to be better than this, only because that's all original. It's an RB26, and what's going in this is an RB25 Neo, and this is rear-wheel drive, and the GTR is obviously all-wheel drive. It just makes me excited because Rachel really wants to drive either car. I mean, she's driven the R32 already, so I think it would just be really cool to, like, you know, mob to meets and canyons and stuff with two Skylines. But anyways, let me get to this build quickly. A lot of people think I haven't been doing anything because I haven't really been posting anything. Honestly, it's things that are so small that people don't really care about or notice. The small stuff about builds, that's just why I don't really even post it. I don't want to make a video of me removing a windshield, the back thing, cleaning out some stuff, blah, blah, blah. But, so I'm going to start out with the parts first. There is like $3,000 to $4,000 in body panels coming for this car. Everything is brand new from Nissan. They're all OEM GTR parts, pair of aluminum front fenders, a GTR bumper, GTR lip, V-spec plastic like splitter that comes on the V-spec cars. I actually ordered a windshield from Nissan too. It's only $550. It's kind of cheap because import places are charging like $1,000 for Skyline glass in America. I was able to source a door because this one is, you know, bad. This one's pretty dented and I could probably somehow fix it, but it's so much work that I would much rather just, you know, I already picked it up. My friend has it in his possession. It was only $100. I thought it was $150, but it turned out to be Canadian, so it was like $110 for a mint straight passenger, this right-hand drive, passenger door with glass, with speaker, with full harness. Window motor, everything's in there, it just doesn't have a door card essentially. And my friend in Vancouver picked that up. If I find more parts in Vancouver, I'd rather him get those first and then ship them all together. I'll probably have him ship the door closer to when I'm ready to do like body work and paint this whole thing. Carrying on with the parts, GTR rear bumper, taillight GTR covers, like the taillight covers, and then the taillights themselves are going to be like Nismo LED ones. We have GTR hood hinges. Although the front clip has hood hinges, apparently GTT and GTR hood hinges are different. And then the underneath the headlight bumper brackets, the GTR ones are specific to a GTR, so we have those as well. Not in our possession. Mainly waiting on the fenders, waiting on the GTR lip and the V-spec splitter and then the glass. And once all that comes in, that's all going to be put on like a pallet and shipped to me because that's much cheaper to freight it all at once to me than doing it all separately in boxes. Now on the roof, I removed the headliner on the interior of this car, as you can see. And then I moved over to the roof, working on it with like some hammers and stuff like that, some die sets. I moved over to doing Bondo on most of the areas, and I lightly sanded it. I'm not going to say I'm not really close to done. I could finish it right now, but it's not really a priority, so to say. When I started this thing, this is why I'm doing another intro. My priority with the build, well, at least my first priority with the build was fix the roof and swap the quarter panels to the GTR quarter panels because we already have those in the shed over there. Now that priority kind of switched simply because I realized it's probably just, so the guy I got this from, he has a crashed R34 too, and he needs my front clip to fix his crashed one that he got. And I essentially just need to get all the things that I'm keeping out of that car, out of that front clip, so he can come and get that, essentially. Now, the motor, trans, full wire, everything is in the front clip. Essentially, everything to make this run and drive is in the front clip, and it is in my possession. The drive shaft, the rear end, the engine, the transmission, engine harness, fuse box, the full chassis harness, like literally everything is in my possession, which is awesome. Now, what I'm gonna focus on is the bay. So today I'm actually removing the core support. I'm going to be removing the core support through the pinch welds, obviously, and then I'll probably start removing these front tubs through the pinch welds. And now I'm doing that because, as you can probably see, the tubs, especially on the driver's side, is really mangled. Now, that is the original tub from the accident, so he did kind of bash that out, so that's why it's like that. Now, I want the nice tubs from the front clips, so that's what I'm going to steal out of that one. Essentially, after that, we can seam seal the full engine bay. I can primer it all, and I can paint it the color that the car is going to be. Now, I'm not going to say what the color the car is going to be. It's an OEM color that's very rare. After buying my R32 in the TH1 Midnight Blue Pearl, I kind of wanted to paint it that color just to have two matching, like R32, R34s. But then Rachel's like, why would you paint your R34 the exact same color your 32 is? Because, you know, you already know what that color looks like up close, and you already have a car to enjoy that color. Why would you make that color again? Why don't you do another color that it looks really good and stuff? So I'm sticking to my original plans of doing a very rare R34 OEM color on this car. Now, so I will be painting the engine bay first. That's why I'm doing the core support swap and the front tub swap, and then I will prep and paint the engine bay so I can put the motor and trans in here, start laying out the wires, and then once it comes to painting the whole, you know, chassis and the body, that's easy to do. You know, it's very easy to mask off the engine bay to not get overspray on, you know, because that's already painted, so that's not an issue. So essentially, this car will be running and driving before it even gets painted. Kind of opposite to what I wanted, but it might actually work out well, because this means I expected the body panels to get here a lot faster, and being the windshield, the lip, the fenders are special order items that can honestly take like months sometimes to get. It's probably not a good idea to wait on the body panels to paint this car fully. So I'm just gonna go ahead with that way. And now this was a recent development sort of thing where I was like, hey, I should probably just do this. You know, maybe I'll get to drive this car on the street with no windshield and it'll look like crap, but it'll run and drive. So, you know, slowly but surely. But anyways, I'm gonna get to work now. I am going to start doing the pinch welds on the core support. As I said, that's probably the easier part. Core supports are usually pretty easy to take out. The tubs can probably be a little harder because I believe some of those pinch welds are hiding under some of the seam sealer that I might have to cut or grind off. So we'll get to it. I think I'm going to end this Skyline video here simply because I have work for the next couple of days. I'm probably not going to be able to touch this car or work on it or edit this video, so I'd rather just get it up and have the next video essentially just include finishing the bay. I just wanted this to be a update video, but obviously, you know, I've been doing stuff. The core support is half off, as you can see. I have to do exactly what I just did on that side, and it's off, and then I have to go to these tubs and essentially, I don't know if I should just do the pinch welds or I should just honestly just cut it and then stitch weld the new one in, and then either way there's going to be seam sealer there. My friend with a MIG welder, he just says whenever like I have everything together, just clamp it in place, magnet it in place, and he'll come over and weld it up, and that saves me the need to actually buy a welder currently, because I don't feel like buying a welder just to do pinch welds. The next video is going to be fully removing the tubs, probably starting to take apart that front clip, because I do need I need to do exactly all this I just did on that one, which is going to be hard because, you know, it has a fuse box, intercooler piping,
the engine, you know, in there. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to remove the engine or not. And that situation's kind of a little bit difficult simply because of no concrete surface. You know, because I can't get an engine. I mean, I could put an engine hoist in the dirt or in the rocks and take it out, but it's not gonna roll well on the dirt surface. We need a concrete surface, so I really don't know what to do about that. My friend told me to just, like, since it's a front clip, just jack it up, take out the trans mounts, take out anything that's connected, drop the subframe bolts, and just feed the wiring harness through the firewall so it's on top of the engine. Literally just pull the front clip off of the whole front end and motor. And then if I really want to, he said, like, he said you could just roll this there and swap the front end and everything in it to get the motor and trans in this and then push it back here. It's obviously a lot of work, but you know, maybe it'll sound cooler once this is complete and finished, that it was all built here on a back patio. But anyways, this is gonna be enough for this video. See you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for your support as always. Yeah, peace out.